Hey, what's up guys, Nate here. So I'm finally answering your questions for the 20,000 subscriber Q&A. So let's go ahead and start with the first question from Crafty Swift. Q&A, can you share some tips on getting better at Apoc and getting better loot? Well, loot in Apoc right now there's just so much loot. So you're bound to find loot wherever you go. No matter who you kill, you're probably going to find some good loot due to the amount of spawners and everything in the game. So pretty much, if you get better at combat, you'll be able to get better loot. So watch montages, improve your skills with sniping and in close quarters combat and aim for the head, and you'll be getting better loot just by killing players. The next question comes from Knife12. Are you ever going to do a face reveal? So this is the last time I'm going to cover this question here. I'm going to do a face reveal whenever I feel like the time is right for the channel. I'm not going to put a date or a subscriber count on it, but I will eventually do a face reveal, and I don't think I'm going to be a face cam YouTuber, which means you'll have a webcam going when you play games. I've never wanted to do that, and that's never really been my style. But yes, I'll eventually do a face reveal, but I do not think I will ever be a face cam YouTuber. Next question comes from Call Me Mar. Your recent video has everyone thinking I want to be a girl. Please convince them otherwise. So this was a while ago. This is an older video, and I said a joke that Call Me Mar secretly wants to be a girl. And apparently Call Me Mar's been going to servers and everyone's been saying, oh, Call Me Mar, you want to be a girl? Is that how you really feel? But it was just a joke, and Call Me Mar does not want to be a girl. Next question comes from John He. How old are you? I'm 18. Next question comes from Reawake. Next question comes from Reawake. How'd you meet Gooby and the rest of the gang? So I met Gooby a long time ago before I started YouTube, and this is the story how I remember it. So King Turk, which is, I know him in real life, that's how I met him, but we were actually playing Apocalypse Rising, and I was in a warehouse, and I think he was like hatching the walls, and me and my friend, this is when we were little noobs, so we were scared, like, what is this, who is this person? And then I think Gooby was typing in group chat, it's me. So, and then I think Gooby was used to Skype teaming with players, because this is back in the day when Skype was popular. So Gooby was like, hey, add me on Skype, and we weren't really sure if we wanted to add him on Skype, because this was back in the day when I didn't really play with anyone I didn't know in real life. So we got in a call with him, and it was funny because he had a photo of himself on his Skype profile, and he was like, see my photo? I'm not a weirdo. And I always thought that was funny because people could just fake photos online, and I just thought it was hilarious when he first said that. But that's his Skype profile photo is actually him. But yeah, that's how I met Gooby. We met on Apoc, and I met Dylan. I think he was like through a forum on Let's Make a Deal, and he said like, I think it was his brother who met us first, and then his older brother ended up being Dylan. And then the rest of pretty much everyone else you'll see in my videos I met on Apocalypse Rising, Discord, and yeah, that's pretty much how I know everyone I record with. Next question comes from Tough Mexican. When did you start playing Apoc and why? So I started playing Apoc about 3 years ago, I think, and my friend actually showed me the game. And why do I play it? It's because I really like Apocalypse Rising. I liked how it was like a faster paced Dayz, and I used to just like the survival aspect of it. But now most of the players are really PvP oriented, which means that's pretty much all the game's about, killing other players. And pretty much almost like a lot of people in Apocalypse Rising are actually pretty good competition when you're playing in game, which is also fun about it. You know, you might go into certain Roblox games and everything's easy because the players are kind of newbie. But in Apocalypse Rising, you always have a pretty good chance to have some good competition when you play Apocalypse Rising. So that's another reason why I play it. It's pretty competitive and the combat's fun, and it's just a good game. Next question comes from Frizerio. He says, question, what's your favorite napkin brand? And he says, here's some text art I made, so please answer. My favorite napkin brand would hands down have to be Bounty. Next question comes from Masab Abkar. What grade are you in? And can you do a setup video? So what grade I'm in? I am out of high school. I am a college freshman. And can I do a setup video? Yes, my setup is almost complete for a setup video. You will eventually see me do a setup video. I just gotta get a few more things and I can do a setup video. Next question comes from Lyric, Roblox, and more. If you ever had to stop playing Apoc and Phantom, what game on Roblox would you make videos on? So if I ever had to stop playing Apoc, I probably wouldn't really want to touch Phantom Forces because it's not really my style of game, although it's fun. You may see a video or two out on it, but honestly, just a variety of Roblox games is what I would make videos on, and new Roblox games. Next question comes from Electro Gaming. How are you so good at Apoc? I've picked up some pointers here and there from some very good players, going into personal servers and pretty much training your skills like sniping and fighting in close quarters and getting better with certain guns is how you can improve, and I guess that's how I am so good at Apoc. Next question comes from Mutual Monster. Can I join your Discord? Yes, a link to my Discord will be in the description below and the comment section. Next question comes from Brian Hernandez. Q&A. Are you planning to join a season to fight ARCL squad? So I was thinking about making a squad, but it really depends on how close Apocalypse Rising 2 is. If it's coming pretty close, I really don't see any point in making a squad, but if it's quite a long way away, I'll probably need to make a squad because that's just something to do, and it will be a lot of fun to be able to make a squad and fight in ARCL. Okay, next question comes from iBleachify. Who got you into Apocalypse Rising? And this was my friend King Turk. He showed me the game. And how did you get into YouTube? So I started YouTube because I got a gaming computer about, I think it was like 3 years ago maybe. And the old PC I had could not record games, so I bought a gaming PC, started recording videos, and I started really enjoying making videos, uploading them to YouTube, and that's how I am where I am now. Next question comes from Sherry Dr. Pepper. Congrats on 20k, Nate. My question is, will you start teaming with random people from Global more? And I sometimes do this, but I'm not going to do it any more than I currently do. Next question comes from Roblox Reborn. Why did you choose YouTube? Do you do anything other than YouTube? So besides YouTube, I go to school, which is my college, and I play basketball. Airsoft Guy. What is your favorite game in Roblox other than Apoc? His is Phantom Forces, and he's rank 61. So my favorite game on Roblox other than Apoc is honestly just thinking of all the Roblox games, Apoc is only one of the few that I'd actually like to go back and play for an extended amount of time. But there's always new Roblox games I like making videos on and playing. So yeah, just pretty much anything that's new and highly rated, I guess. Like if it's not really hated, I will enjoy that game. He should spread out to other games, but similar to the Apocalypse. So I think he's telling me that I should play games that are similar to Apocalypse Rising, but don't always make Apocalypse Rising videos. Well, the problem with this is there isn't really a lot of games on Roblox that are like Apocalypse Rising that are updated and new. But as we see new games that come out like this, I'll definitely do this. But I'm definitely sticking with Roblox content only on the channel for now. Next question comes from Max Sinachel. Would you rather play roleplay games on Roblox or play Minecraft? So I would rather play roleplay games than actually play Minecraft. So I'd rather play roleplay games on Roblox than play Minecraft. Pippy Kid Gaming asks, hey Nate, what made you think of Napkin Nate as your channel name? Congrats on 20k, man. So basically, when I got my computer a while ago and I was gonna make a YouTube channel, I didn't exactly know what I was gonna name myself. So I was coming up with names where probably you'd see like hundreds of channels have the same name. And my sister came up with something for me very original, and she saw some napkins and she was like, how about Napkin Nate? I was like, oh, that's awesome because it has two N's and I like how it's NN. And I stuck with it because it looked pretty cool. How old are you? I already answered this earlier, 18. And do you know Gooby, Dylan, and Ezok in real life? So I do not know any of those people in real life. The only person I know in real life is King Turk. Next statement comes from I Like Sketchers. He says, LOL. Next question comes from Jesus Rapper and his bots. We also got a fake Ezok. And they're all asking, where's Jesus Rapper? We have, can you play with Jesus Rapper? Can you bring Jesus Rapper back? My question is, where is Jesus Rapper? My Q&A question is, where is Jesus Rapper? And then Damien wants me to do a face cam. And then there's another fake account asking, where's Jesus Rapper? And then there's a fake Ezok asking, where's Jesus? Roman asks, what's your favorite sniping gun and CQC gun? My favorite sniping gun is the M14 and my favorite CQC gun is the FAL. I love your content and keep it up, and I definitely will, man. David Velasco asks, Nate, do you have any siblings? If so, how many? I have 2 sisters. Tainted Dreams asks, favorite Apoc mod besides me? So Tainted Dreams is definitely one of my favorites. He helps banning players in a lot of the live streams, and I honestly have to say, who's Astro? Next question comes from Xenohacks. How do you have the mental strength to play with Gooby and Dylan? So this put Gooby in depression for a while, this question right here, but you know, it doesn't really take much mental strength to play with them, you know. I understand that some people that watch my videos might be like, why does he record with Gooby and Dylan? But I've known these people for a long time, and that's why I record with them, and it does not take any mental strength to play with them. Gail Espino asks, Napkin Nate, can you stuff 16 grapes in your mouth? I do not want to die. The next question comes from Mind Club. Who is your thumbnail designer? So I make the majority of my thumbnails, but there's this guy named Sai who will do some of the thumbnails for me. Sai makes some of my thumbnails and I make the rest. Patriots Nation asks, how long have you been playing Apocalypse Rising? I'm not exactly sure, but quite a while, maybe like 3 years. 3 or more years. Gang Signs Undertale Mashup asks, how long did you play Roblox for? So I've been playing Roblox since 2009. My account right now is from 2010, but I think I made an account in 2008 or 2009 when I was much younger. But I would say 2010 on the account I currently have. Next question comes from Destroyer032003. What is the best place to defend in Luton Apoc? The best place to do this, honestly, when you think about it, is Radio Tower unless you're gonna get ghosted. And where do you usually find the Patriot? He also wants to know where the best place to loot is. There's a lot of good places to loot, honestly. Like, think of a few places like Ken, Vernal, Mason, Refugee Camp. I really don't go to military outposts a lot to find loot. Where do you usually find the Patriot? People find the Patriot at helicopter crashes and military tents. And he says he loves the vids. Thank you so much for that. And 30,000 subscribers question mark. So he's wanting to know what I'm gonna do for 30,000 subscribers. And I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do for 30K, but we'll see when we get there, man. Next question comes from Speedy. Napkin 8, what animations do you think there will be other than Prone? Well, I'm not exactly sure, but I know there's gonna be many good looking animations for Apocalypse Rising 2. Forever a Noob asks, what other games do you plan on playing? So, doing what I'm doing now is always uploading Apocalypse Rising videos. As you can see, I'm trying new Roblox games on the channel, but I plan on playing new Roblox games, and pretty much just adding a little bit more variety to what I currently do, and mixing up a little bit of things with my Apocalypse Rising videos. Next question comes from Haruko. How many monitors do you have? And will you do a gaming setup bed? So I have 2 monitors right now, and I got the second one because I can monitor Twitch chat with it or YouTube streaming and stuff like that. And will I do a gaming setup vid? I definitely will do a gaming setup vid here pretty soon. Joseph Lopez asks, how high will your hopes be when Apocalypse Rising 2 comes out? So my hopes will be super high. The game's gonna be freaking amazing, man. Just you wait. Quick asks, what happened to the squeaky kid in your earlier videos? Dylan, I think. He's actually done with school and stuff, so you'll definitely see him in some more videos here pretty soon. Next question asks, Nate, what would you do if YouTube was not here? So if YouTube was not here, I would still be playing games, and if YouTube wasn't like even our actual thing, I would probably be doing like Twitch streaming or something like that. I would want to stay doing things, playing and creating videos and content somehow. And if none of that was there, or none of that was really a thing, I'd be playing basketball a lot, and I guess that's what I would be doing. Geico asks, what's your favorite primary and secondary gun, and what's your favorite car in Apoc? So my favorite primary would have to be the FAL. It's a good all-around gun. I may have said the M249 previously, but I like using it. I mean, it would be one of my favorites, but if I could just take any gun, I would take the FAL because it's amazing. And the secondary gun would have to be, I think it's called an MK23. It's like a really powerful pistol. Also, I like Tech 9. It's a good secondary gun. And what's my favorite car in Apoc? My favorite car in Apoc would easily have to be the open back Ural. That would have to be my favorite car. Next question comes from FlyT Censored. It's my own question. How long have I been subscribing? Plus, good job. I love you, bruh. You made it so far from Roblox in that weird game, but I love your videos. So he's wondering how long I've been subbed for. I don't even know exactly how I can tell that, because I don't think there's a way I can search my subscribers for how long they've been subbed for. I have to do a lot of digging, so I don't think there's any way I can find out how long you're subbed for, but thank you so much for the support, dude. Cluxism Roblox asks, where is the face reveal? So I may have said some things previously about like when my face reveal was gonna be, and like just probably just because I was like just saying it because other people around me, like not only YouTube audience was pressuring me, it was like my friends were. And I think my friend actually bought me a face, like an actual webcam. He was expecting me to use it, but I was like, you know, I don't want to do a face reveal yet for the channel. I just want to wait, honestly, you know. And I don't really see the point in showing my face exactly if I'm not going to use a webcam in my videos, but I do understand what you guys want to see, what I look like compared to my voice, which is what I will eventually do. No date on the face reveal yet. Yes, why do you sound like Legend 27? I do not sound a lot like Legend 27, but I kind of understand the similarities. I was sitting down and me and my sister were talking, and I laughed at this comment because I was like, wow, I guess I do kind of sound like Legend 27, and it was kind of funny. And what is your favorite soda? My favorite soda would have to be Dr. Pepper because it's the rarest soda in Apoc. And will you show your setup? Yes, I'll eventually do a setup video. Dylan Nielsen asks, what's my IP? My IP is a helpbot asks, who's your YouTube inspiration? So it comes from many different people, honestly. Just searching up games and stuff when I was younger, there's a lot of different YouTubers I like to watch. But Frankie on PC and Dayz in general was one of those games I liked watching. I liked how some of the videos were put together. So I really liked, I guess Frankie on PC would be my YouTube inspiration. A few other YouTubers that are probably, their channels are probably dead now, but yeah. Dallas Clem asks, what do you think the most important thing about having a YouTube channel is? So honestly, it's really sticking with what works for you, being consistent, and don't do things that your audience would not really enjoy seeing. Rafael Jimenez asks, do you ever think about live streaming? So this was before I started live streaming, and I'm not gonna live stream as much. I'm just gonna live stream on YouTube every Saturday night, which is this video probably is gonna come out after my Saturday live stream. But yeah, I'm gonna live stream Apoc every Saturday night. That's the only live stream day for now. Simpson Slap asks, are you ever going to play any other survival games like Arma 3 Exile and Dayz Standalone, or maybe Unturned on the channel? So no Unturned, man, but he's wanting to know if I'll ever do Arma 3 Exile or Dayz Standalone. So if I ever get time to do anything like that, like Dayz or Arma 3, that will probably be on my Twitch channel. Not YouTube, because my YouTube is dedicated to Roblox, but that will be a while from now. I'm just gonna stick with Roblox on the channel for a while. Matthew Provident asks, will you play any other games? Yeah, man, I'm always expanding the games I'm gonna play on Roblox besides Apocalypse Rising, and I know a lot of you guys want to see that, but you're not exactly sure like how the videos are or when I'm gonna release variety, but I'll try to mix it up more and do some other Roblox game videos. Fernando asks, what makes you most excited for Apocalypse Rising 2? So basically the newness of it. Think about how old our current Apoc is. Think about how many exploiters there are. And just honestly how new and amazing Apocalypse Rising 2 is going to be with the animations, the combat, just everything about it's going to be like great. Fernando asks, favorite game outside of Apocalypse Rising in Roblox? So my favorite game outside of Apocalypse Rising in Roblox would have to be, there's just so many, man. I could say Phantom Forces, but I don't really like playing Phantom Forces that much. But I can't really say a favorite game because there's just so many good Roblox games besides Apocalypse Rising. And my favorite game outside of Roblox would probably have to be Dayz. He also asks, Nate, if you were to have one soda from Apocalypse Rising to drink for the rest of your life, what would it be? It would have to be Dr. Pepper. Fernando asks, any other hobbies outside of gaming? Yes, I like to play basketball. It is something I like to do. It's good exercise, and I like constantly improving at the sport. Pro Gamer asks, are you ever going to end Apocalypse Rising because this is the last one? So I don't think I'm ever gonna make like a final Apoc video. But I'll probably go back and play Apoc for the lulz one day, but I don't think I'm ever gonna end it. Alex Gallo asks, why do you play on Reborn? I play on Reborn because sometimes Reimagine gets boring and the map's big. It's fun to be able to travel around the larger map and loot, and it gives more of an adventure feel, but a lot of times you'll see me on Reimagine now because it's more fast paced. Legend27 asks, what is wrong with Gooby's laugh? So man, a lot of people wonder this. I don't know what's wrong with Gooby's laugh, but it's funny, and you know, a lot of people like it, and sometimes he sounds like a dolphin, man. Sometimes he just sounds like he's dying, but it's a good laugh in general. Next question comes from Honorable Gaming. He asks, personally, I'm new to your channel, about since 19,000 subscribers, but I absolutely love your videos and you. Thank you for that. Anyways, my question is, when Apoc 2 comes out, if you buy the alpha, would you consider Discord teaming with some of your fans in the alpha? So it wouldn't exactly be early into the Apoc 2 release or the alpha release. It would be a little bit after, but sure, that's a cool idea. Definitely would do that. Amar Plays asks, why do you love so much Apocalypse Rising and what makes you love Apoc? So I love Apocalypse Rising because honestly, just think about it. Just imagine going to Roblox and being like, all right, I'm gonna play this game for a while. Think of, besides Phantom Forces, Apoc is really one of those only games you can spend a long time playing and have some fun with it. And what makes me love Apoc is the combat, the exploration on some of the maps like Reborn, the base building, and honestly, just going to random servers and seeing what's going on. Because not one server is the same. There's always something happening in servers. And there's hackers in the game, because the reason why Apoc's one of the most hacked games, it probably is the most hacked game on Roblox, you lose things when you die, and hackers enjoy messing with people in that sort of way. So Apoc is one of the best games and also one of the most hacked games. Micah asks, are you a wizard, Harry? Man, I'm not. Nightmaster asked, how can you control your recoil at third person? Well, when you're in third person, your bullets are randomly shot. It's RNG. So there's not really a good way to control it besides just making sure you aim in the middle of the head and aim at the head so your bullets will hit the target in the head most of the time. But yeah, those are all the questions, guys. I'm sorry if I didn't get to your question. The reason being is YouTube wasn't showing many of the comments for some reason, and I answered mostly all the ones that were shown that I could. But thank you guys. If you guys did watch up to this point, you are a dedicated viewer. You're a dedicated Q&A watcher, man. But thank you guys for watching, and peace out, guys.